Hey fellas, it's Coach Lasker here to talk about mesh, probably the most perfect play in all of football, but want to make sure you guys understand what we're doing on the field with it, okay? We don't have much film on it, so we're just going to go through the playbook that we've been talking about at practice and really just talk through who does what, okay? So here we are. Again, when we call out open, that's two receivers to either side. But with all of our drop back game plays, mesh is one of them. When we do say open and then have mesh or cross, we want to squeeze you outside receivers down and even use slot receivers down a little bit too. We're doing a lot of routes and we want this space on the sideline on the other side. So our drop back game passes have a lot of crossing routes that take a little longer, but also we need some space out here for our out routes, okay? So here we go. We are going to say mesh. This is mesh right. And we'll talk about that on the field. But essentially, your first read quarterbacks are these out routes, okay? So we're going to say mesh right quarterback, and you're going to be looking over here. First thing you're going to look at is this speed out. So if you are 14U and you're an R, it is a 6 to 8 yard speed out, okay? If you are a 12U, it's a 5 yard speed out. But basically, we are running about 3 steps, then we're starting to round it and getting straight to the sideline by the time we are coming out of our rounded out route, okay? Quarterbacks, you are going to throw this. He's open 99% of the time. The only time we don't throw this ball is if this cornerback starts out way out here or sprints out here when you're snapping it. But you need to be looking at him to make sure, because if he hesitates or just drops back straight, we know we're going to snap this throw immediately, okay? In quarterbacks, this is a 3-step drop because it's our drop back game, okay? So here's the first read. All right, so let's just say this corner is jumping way out here. The second read is this T on the swing or the shoot route. All right, so as soon as you see this check off, we are looking right now. And as long as this linebacker isn't going crazy out here, we're just going to go ahead and throw this T, okay? So let's just say there's a lot of congestion over here, a lot of the wrong color jerseys in this grass. Then we're going to take our eyes quarterback to the mesh, okay? And there's a very good possibility that this mesh opens up really wide because, as you guys know, the Y and the F who are meshing and meshing every time, if they go in this look where they're dropped into their zones, then we are going to find open grass and sit. And so let's go over these rules as well, okay? So Y is always setting the mesh. He is looking to set the mesh no deeper than 5 yards. But if this linebacker is up here, we want to set the mesh right against him up here. If he's down here, we want to set the mesh Y against him here. But if he goes back to about 7 yards, that's all right. We're not gonna go past 5 yards to set the mesh. So that's the deepest that we want it. But let's just play off this linebacker right now. So the Y is setting the mesh, always on top, trying to get to the linebacker's depth or 5 yards, whichever comes first. The F, you're doing a hard step out and then coming across and you're adjusting to wherever the Y is, you need to adjust your route to him. You guys are slapping left hands. If you guys always slap left hands here in the middle, you will always be correct, okay? And then again, if you come out here and you're coming out here and you see this linebacker kind of sitting in space, you see this linebacker kind of just dropping back in the zone coverage, trying to look at the quarterback, you'll definitely be able to see it when they're in zone. You're going to slap hands and then find open grass between these linebackers immediately, settle and show your hands. Why? You're doing the same thing. Coming across, slapping hands, you're going to settle and show as soon as you recognize where the open grass is and where you should be sitting, okay? Now, if they are in man, right, and they start chasing you guys F and Y, then in that scenario, you guys are just going to keep running and start climbing up, and the quarterback's going to hit you perfectly right over the top, okay? All right, so that's your rules, Y and F. Now, L, you are doing the 5-yard speed out because we could very easily say, hey, mesh left. And now this is the same exact play, but now it's coming your way. So just that kind of depends on where we are in the field. But either way, we're going to run essentially mirrored routes to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Okay. So once again, the progression quarterback is out to swing to mesh, out to swing to mesh. And your eyes are going to go here, here, and then realistically, you're probably going to come back here because it's right on the closest as you're scanning back. It's your first person you'll see. But yeah, I mean, if people are jumping this route and this one is, and this guy's open right here, throw it. It's definitely not against the rules to throw it. Realistically, it'll probably be one of these three guys if we're going right. And then conversely, if we're going left, we're going to go still the same thing, out, swing to the mesh, but your eyes will be sweeping left and then coming back across. So most likely you'll see this guy. And if there's no color from the other team there, we'll just throw it and knock it out. Okay, great. Those are the two ways we're going to run mesh. We're going to master this play because it is the best play in football for passing, no doubt about it. So get ready to learn and get ready to consume this on the field, and we'll see you at practice next week.